Today at 6, a singer with one of the biggest British pop groups of the early 2000s, Paul Cattermole of S Club 7, has died. He was 46. He was found at his home in Dorset. His bandmates have paid tribute, saying there are no words to describe their deep sadness. Police say there are no suspicious circumstances. Also on the programme, Israeli airstrikes hit Palestinian targets in Gaza as tensions rise once again in the Middle East. Police in Northern Ireland warn dissident Republicans may be planning public disorder this Easter weekend. And Rory McIlroy is in danger of missing the cut at the Masters after another tough day at Augusta. Good evening. A singer with one of the biggest British pop groups of the early 2000s, Paul Cattermole of S Club 7, has died. He was 46. He was discovered at his home in Dorset, and police say there are no suspicious circumstances. His fellow band members say they're devastated by the news and he'd be deeply missed. S Club 7 sold more than 10 million albums worldwide and had 4 #1 hits. His death comes just weeks after the band announced a comeback tour. Here's Laura Trant.
They were one of the biggest bands of the late 90s and early noughties, famous for their upbeat, catchy hits. In February, Paul and his S Club 7 bandmates announced their reunion to mark the band's 25th anniversary. They were planning an 11-date tour of the UK and Ireland later this year.
We're still sort of determining what we're going to put in the set list for the show.
The tour was to include nostalgic favourites like Reach, Bring It All Back and Never Had a Dream Come True. 46-year-old Paul Cattermole died at his home in Dorset yesterday. The cause of his death is unknown. Police say there are no suspicious circumstances.
It's a huge shock. I mean, the news like that comes through and you sort of have to check it twice because it's a part of so many people's childhoods as well. It just seems... well, it is incredibly untimely.
In a statement, his S Club 7 bandmates said they were truly devastated and that there were no words to describe the deep sadness. We are all so lucky to have had him in our lives and thankful for the amazing memories, they said. Paul Cattermole had previously spoken about difficulties he faced in the years after the peak of the band's fame.
I went bankrupt and I had to give all that money back to... and I got annulled.
Tax problems.
Yeah. Paid it off, owed about 30. Now, the lawyer's fees on that were 46. All of my money for that tour went to pay that bill off. And I had to do the next job that came in because showbiz.
S Club 7's fan base stretched as far as Australia. Worldwide, they sold more than 10 million albums.
The S Club 7 singer Paul Cattermole, who's died at the age of 46.